I was gonna do this too. Let's just do it now because it's funny. So apparently, Tucker Carlson had the one and only copy of Hunter Biden's laptop documents, and apparently they suddenly vanished, which seems like a critical oversight on his part to not make any kind of copies. But anyway,
There's always a lot going on that we don't have time to get to on the air, but there's something specific going on behind the scenes right now that we did feel we should tell you about. So on Monday of this week, we received from a source a collection of confidential documents related to the Biden family. We believe those documents are authentic, they're real, and they're damning. At the time we received them, my executive producer, Justin Wells, and I were in Los Angeles preparing to interview Tony Bobolinsky about the Biden's business dealings in China, Ukraine, and other countries. So we texted a producer in New York and we asked him to send those documents to us in LA, and he did that. So Monday afternoon of this week, he shipped those documents overnight to California with a large national carrier, a brand name company that we've used, you've used countless times with never a single problem. But the Biden documents never arrived in Los Angeles. Tuesday morning, we received word from the shipping company that our package had been opened and the contents were missing. The documents had disappeared. Now, to its credit, the company took this very seriously and immediately began a search. They traced the envelope from the moment our producers dropped it off in Manhattan on Monday all the way to 3:44 a.m. yesterday morning. That's when an employee at a sorting facility in another state...
I just have to say, why would you mail these? Why wouldn't you photocopy? I'm pretty sure Fox News has a photocopier somewhere. You know, you can scan a document in. Or, you know what? Not you don't even need to photocopy it. Just take out a cell phone, take some pictures. There, you have an emergency backup. These are supposed to be, by the way, these are supposed to be documents that indict the president, like the former vice president's son, current presidential candidate, currently beating the shit out of your preferred presidential candidate, and you don't make any backups before sending it in the mail. Sorry, sending it via private courier. And now you have to do like a couple of minute segment about how there is like some weird conspiracy that to steal these documents. Can't your source send you more documents? Did the source send you their only copy of these documents? Why would they do that?
Noticed that our package was open and empty. Apparently it had been opened. So the company's security team interviewed every one of its employees who touched the envelope we sent.
Man, really sounds like a private company isn't doing as well as the U.S. Postal Service. Weird. Looks like socialism triumphs again.
They searched the plane and the trucks that carried it. They went through the office in New York where our producer dropped that package off. They combed the entire cavernous sorting facility. They used pictures of what we had sent so that searchers would know what to look for. They went far and beyond.
Wait, what about this? Did they review the tapes? What about the security cameras? Did this private company not have security cameras? Did they not, could you not sleuth your way into security tapes to find this mysterious ghost-like document thief?
But they found nothing.
Holy
Those
shit.
documents have vanished.
Mark
As
of the
of tonight,
Ninja.
The company has no idea and no working theory even about what happened to this trove of materials, documents that are directly relevant to the presidential campaign just 6 days from now. We spoke to executives at that company a few hours ago. They seemed baffled and deeply bothered by this, and so are we.
Imagine this. Imagine all of this story being true. I need to remind you, by the way, that despite there being a Fox News chyron over here, Tucker Carlson has had to argue in court that no one would take him seriously as like a news host, because he's merely an entertainer. He's had to argue that in court, by the way. I'm not making that up. Here. Tucker Carlson court not seriously. Yeah, here. Fox News won a court case by persuasively arguing that no reasonable viewer takes Tucker Carlson seriously. Federal judge on Thursday dismissed a lawsuit against Fox News after lawyers for the network argued that no reasonable viewer would take the network's primetime star, Tucker Carlson, seriously. Yeah. So, the judge agreed with Fox's premise, adding that the network persuasively argues that given Mr. Carlson's reputation, any reasonable viewer arrives with the appropriate amount of skepticism about the statements he makes. Huh. Weird. Maybe you shouldn't take this man at his word. Because also, yeah, exactly, Crash 35. If these documents are of such legal importance as being claimed, the FBI should be on top of this like flies on shit, okay? They're not, though, because either this story is made up, or the documents really had nothing of importance on them, and, like, the producer thought it would be a more interesting story to just not mail them and tell people that he had. And now Tucker Carlson can go on the air and do this, you know? Or it happened and Biden is corrupt? What? How does Joe Biden have control over a private courier company that can ghost away a very specific document package that he would have no way of knowing was being mailed? Because no one in their right mind would mail the only copy of their damning evidence. You would make backup copies. You would fax it. You would photocopy it, take pictures of it with your phone. Literally any small-brained idiot in this country could do a better job at sending these documents, but apparently multi-million-dollar network Fox News with their multi-million-dollar network star can't figure out how to send documents. And also, furthermore, their mysterious unnamed source, apparently, their mysterious source doesn't have backup documents to send them either, which seems hella weird when you're a anonymous source not to have multiple copies of the documents you have physically sent to Fox News. So, guys, encourage you, employ Occam's razor here. What's more likely? An entertainment network masquerading as news is fabricating some kind of story here based on half-truths? Or Joe Biden is both simultaneously a senile old man incapable of even living for the next 4 years, while simultaneously being a clever mastermind who's able to employ shadow operative ghost soldiers to infiltrate a private corporation, invisible on their cameras, invisible to their employees, and slip in and out of a facility to open one package and steal one collection of documents that has been mailed for seemingly no reason. I encourage you, use your Occam's razor. What do you think is more likely here? Holy shit, guys. Anyway, it's pretty. I think it's pretty telling here that sort of a conspiracy theory is being spread by QAnon candidate in Georgia. Let's take a look at a few more of these things. Oh yeah, the BLM equals Biden's laptop.